All right, so we're going to do a quick video on graphing with slant asymptotes. We're going to start with all right, and I'm going to write it in the factored form as well, just to make sure that it's completely reduced. And I am going to do the division. So I'm going to write one more piece here, but I'm going to start labeling some characteristics first. Okay, so vertical asymptote, x equals -1. Horizontal asymptote is none, because as I'm looking at these two terms, okay, it reduces to a polynomial. So x-intercept, y-intercept. All right, so now that we have none, this is going to turn into an end behavior, okay, which means end behavior model. I am going to look at just those leading terms, which reduces to x. And then I have my little chart here, right? And I have to figure out which of these charts matches this particular. Okay, so it's this one, which means my end behavior is x goes to -infinity, f of x goes to -infinity. X goes to +infinity, f of x goes to +infinity. So that's top right and bottom left. Okay, this is the end behavior model. So let's go one more step. It's not a horizontal asymptote. It's actually a slant asymptote. Slant or oblique asymptote. And the way that we find that is by doing the division. That's what this last blank is for here. So 1, 0, -4. Notice I'm going from standard form, not factored. Okay, so this started with x squared, x number, so it decreases by 1, okay, which gives me x minus 1 plus -3 over. All right, so this is what I'm going to write, and I am going to switch the order, plus x minus 1, because that's the other format. Okay, so let's try and graph this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 4 by 4 here. Now, as I'm looking at this, I do have a slant asymptote, but we don't actually know what it is yet, okay? So I'm going to highlight the part that is the slant asymptote. Notice it's not this part here, okay? It's this part. This is the slant asymptote. It's kind of like the K value, right? It's kind of like the K value, except it's X and a number, which is a slanted line. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting on my characteristics here. Okay. X. Okay, so I'm just going to, right? There's that -1. So, okay, there we go. And now let's plot our points. Okay, as you are looking at this, usually you think that this looks like, okay, right, this little L shape. But what happens is your shape is going to adjust okay, to go through the points, okay? So it's going to go through the points, and it's going to expand to fill the region, okay? It's going to expand to fill the region. So it kind of looks obtuse. All right. So now we have this other part. So if you're thinking of your parent function, you're thinking about this shape here. But what happens is it's going to expand and follow the asymptotes for the guideline. All right, and just to be clear, the slant asymptote is this portion right here, only this portion when you do the division. Notice that the end behavior model ends up looking at just that leading term here. All right, so let's do one more example for you. Okay, so I'm going to do the factoring. Make sure it's reduced. Okay, and then I'm going to write the division portion as well. So vertical, horizontal, x-intercept, y-intercept. Okay. And none. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do the slant. So I'm going to figure out the equation. Okay. 1, -3, 0. Oh, sorry. Let's fix that. Okay. Positive 4, 4. Okay. So y equals squared x number. So x number remainder. All right. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to transfer it up here. Okay, so my slant asymptote is y equals x minus 4. My end behavior model is okay. Now, it reduces, check this out, because sometimes we can figure that out, which matches what this reduces to. Okay. Looks like it's this one. So left and down, right and up. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I'm actually going to I'm going to put it up here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, start putting our characteristics on, and then we play the connect the dots game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 with a 1 slope. Okay. Now, I guess I'll just kind of expand my graph right through my work here. That's all right. And plot some points. 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0. All right. Means the only thing I can do is follow So instead of being like an L shape, it kind of becomes acute to stay inside the section there. Now, you're like, what do? I don't have any other points. You can plot any points you want. So let's go ahead and try -2, just to make sure that it's down here in this section. All right, so I'm going to try the point -2, and I'm going to plug in. You can plug in anywhere you want. So that's -10, which is way down here. And so this is going to stay in this section right here. All right, guys, that is how you graph with a slant asymptote. I am going to do just one more tiny one, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to graph it, and you can test yourself to see if you get it right. All right.